Hello. Hi, guys, and welcome to episode 2 of The Recap. Let's make some noise. Do you know what? Yeah, last time I said make some noise, it was so low that when I made the social clips, I had to add in audience claps. Okay, I had to edit in audience claps. So when I say make some noise, let's make some motherfucking noise.
We're back.
Oh my God, that's so much better. Thank you. Yes, we are back. And we just first and foremost want to say thank you to everybody that tuned in. Like, we're just so happy with the reception and all the comments. And I didn't know that this space was needed. You know, in the show notes, it's about a millennial response to what's going on, and I really do feel like the people want a millennial response. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like we're giving it to them, so we're not going to waste too much time. I have to introduce my co-hosts, the fabulous Isa. Woo! And the fabulous Feven.
Yeah, girl.
Okay, let's get into it, because last time we talked so much about the other topics. Okay, so, you know, just a little bit of insight. When we were planning the show, we said 45 minutes, and then the show ended up going on for an hour and 36 minutes. And even in the hour and 36 minutes, we didn't get to talk about Miami because we ran out of time. So I think it makes sense that we kick off with Real Housewives of Miami. We can recap the season as a whole before we start talking about the little nuances of the show. So where are we? What is happening?
So we should probably kick off with Lisa.
Oh, and the Lisa Larsa beef. Yep. That's a good place to start.
I think that's a good place to start. See, my opinions of Larsa, I think she is such a wretched person.
She meant raggedy.
Individual that whoever's beefing her, I'm on their side.
Yeah.
Point blank.
Yeah,
that's my comment. Because there is nothing logical that comes out of her brain into words.
Exactly.
Okay, so with this beef with Lisa, Larsa to me is like the villain that we need. Like, I love how she is on the show. We need it. We need that energy. We need someone that we all can like collectively not like. But with the Lisa beef, I actually see where she's coming from. Like is his name Michael? Marcus Jordan's son, is like flogging her online, dragging her, saying horrific things about her. Why is Lisa friends with him? Like, you met him through Larsa.
But do we constitute still following someone on Instagram as a friend?
But they were hanging out.
Okay, she was hanging out with what's that man called?
Jody.
But it was Jody that's friends with Marcus. So if my man is friends with your ex, what can I do? Stay at home when my man's going out?
If they were friends before the relationship, I kind of get it. But you guys are like more associates than you are friends.
Yeah.
It's like you want to be his friend because he's Michael Jordan's son.
Yeah,
Like,
he's definitely an opportunist.
Yeah.
And I think Larsa, she didn't allude to it, she straight up said it.
Yeah.
So.
And now Jody is Lisa's, like, acting as Lisa's agent. I feel like Lisa should have just, like, after Lenny, should have just taken a break, just kind of focused on herself, her kids,
she should have
search for a house. And then she just ran into Jody, and even in the trailer for like next like the rest of the season, she's like, "Oh, my ring finger's empty."
Go.
Like, it's
chill.
like chill.
Yeah.
Just chill.
But who was it that mentioned it? I think it was on Watch What Happens Live. I can't remember if it was Gertie or Lisa herself. Larsa did the same thing with Kim and Kanye.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
did
what's
she?
the issue?
Oh, okay, fine. Okay, I
So
changed my
what's
mind.
the issue? You were still Kanye's friend, tweeting him.
Confidant, you know. She was even Kanye's confidant.
And saying, like, he still calls me. Lisa's not having no phone conversations with Marcus.
Yeah.
So that's why I mean, like, she's just a wretched
No, that's
personality.
actually a really good point, you know, because on Watch What Happens Live, Gertie did bring that up, and it's so true. Because I remember that interview because she went on the Jason Lee show, and she basically said that, like, Kanye and her are best friends. Like, she calls everyone her best friend, for one. So that her and Kanye were best friends, and she was there for him, and he would call her at 3 a.m. in the morning, and that is wild. Like, even if I'm still friends with your wife, why are you talking to my husband at 3 o'clock in the morning?
That is weird.
That is a complete and utter crossing of boundaries. So yeah, I think you're right. Like, I don't know how I feel about that situation. I don't know, because you guys are both kind of on I don't know. I feel like I have a biased because it's Larsa and I just don't like her.
I don't like her.
I definitely think she's a hypocrite.
Yeah, she is.
I didn't like Larsa from season 1 when she called Marisol's mum a bitch.
Oh, Elsa.
Yes. And from then I thought, this woman is just
that's a bit disrespectful.
insane. And I just never knew why they even brought her back. Because she wasn't in for the rest of the seasons.
I was going to say something so shady.
Go on.
So she could showcase her new face.
Yeah, new body, yada,
But
yada.
about that, I am so fucking sorry. There is budget because Alexia's old face is in the intro. And it always throws me off. I'm like...
Wait, I haven't noticed that.
No, when you watch the intro when they have the mojitos, it's Alexia's old face. And it always throws me off because I didn't watch it from season 1. So I'm always like, who's that? If it wasn't for the bust down blonde, I would not even know that was Alexia.
Oh my
They
goodness.
need to upgrade it because I feel like they've inserted other people as the cast has grown. So why have they not changed Alexia unless she's asked to keep it that way, which I can't imagine she has.
I need to watch the intros. I'm
You
always
need to watch the
skipping
intro.
it.
Please, but then also on this season, have you noticed the intros? They sound like they're like recording it inside of a tin can. Like the sound is so bad. I'm like, oh my gosh, Miami's got budget. Like their budget is longer than Potomac.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely longer than Atlanta. Like you've got budget, but you sound like you've recorded the intros in a tin can.
Yeah, I remember last season, I remember thinking that the sound was so bad. It felt like they were just filming themselves on an iPhone. I remember thinking that as well. So I don't know what is going on there. But, okay, so the Lisa Larsa beef, we're kind of like the jury's still out of that situation. I don't necessarily like, I think that Lisa is the lesser of two evils when it comes to them.
Yeah.
But I'm not completely mad at Larsa. I get it. But at the same time, I feel like she's the kind of person that the punishment never matches the crime. She's like our good sis Kenya over in Atlanta.
Whoa.
Do you know, like in terms of like just doing too much, like I just feel like, do you remember last season when she was going in at Dr. Nicole and making up these rumors? I just think she just does too much. I can't stand people that just like turn up with a gun to a knife fight.
Yeah, but she doesn't have a storyline.
Yeah, she doesn't have
a
anything.
storyline. Yeah,
she doesn't have anything going on.
She doesn't. But she's apart from that whole situation with Lisa, which again is a bit of a divisive situation, she is not that annoying this season.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's because someone else is being hella annoying this season.
Yeah.
Julia.
Yeah. But sorry, just on Lisa and Larsa, you know when they put them in the same Sprinter van? I was
scene was
dying.
That was mess. That was just pure mess.
That scene was funny.
That was pure messiness because both of them have enough budget and the money to just get their own cars. So that was Bravo being
such a
purely
production setup.
messy.
It has to be.
Yeah, definitely. And
dying.
Jodie was in the car as well, wasn't it?
He was like that.
How awkward. Oh, what a
But I
mess.
just feel like Larsa is so highly immature. Like her arguments aren't even to the point. Like even at that show, just doing the selfie videos
Yeah.
while Lisa's, she's just a kid.
Yeah, she's a
Yeah.
childish
That dates
woman.
kids.
Yeah, it's true.
There is nothing else going on with her.
No, there's nothing between the ears with that one.
Other than-
Literally nothing.
that, and like when I cringe when they're like, oh my God, Larisha's ass is so big.
It's so embarrassing. But the thing is, with Larsa, I mean, she's just not my kind of person. Because do you remember when she was talking about having sex 5 times a night with Scotty?
She ain't
I
having
don't-
no.
I
Well,
don't
did she say
like
with Marcus she was doing it 15 times a week or something?
Yeah.
as well.
Like, that is, come on.
Like you are not.
She said for 20 years of her marriage, and I quote verbatim, she said for 20 years of her marriage, she had sex 5 times a night, every night.
She's chatting shit though.
Who are you trying to?
He's
who are
not
you trying
even
to
in
kid?
town
Yeah.
during season.
Exactly.
And also, aren't they supposed to like abstain, like when they're like ahead of a game and stuff?
I
don't
think
know.
that's
like,
boxers.
Oh, okay.
I think that's
Women in
boxing. But I don't know. Yeah, she just says anything to like feel young, look young. She's childish. And like Elsa predicted in the first season, she said about Larsa is the most emotionally immature person.
Yeah.
She definitely is. She definitely is. Yeah, Larsa's just, I don't know, she's just done too many sideways things. I feel like she doesn't really have very many redeeming qualities. However, if you watch her on other podcasts and stuff like that, she always comes across really sweet. So I'm not sure who the real her is. Like this villain character, are you playing up to this persona for TV to keep your mojito?
No, I
Who's
think
the real her?
I think she's wrong and strong because let's not forget when Gertie told her about the cancer situation.
That was disgusting.
Like
Awful.
she's horrid.
Sorry, can we just unpack that? Because I feel like obviously we weren't around at the time and that was happening, and I feel like also it got skipped, it got glossed over quite a bit when it happened, and I think that's really vile. First of all, she questioned the cancer. Do you remember that?
She's like, how do you know? She
was like, she said, how do you know? But then she went and she spoke to the other women and said, oh, does she really have cancer or is it for attention? That is actually disgusting. And then she went and spread it and told everybody against sort of Gertie's wishes. And I just thought that was like a really disgusting thing to do.
Yeah.
Like,
and I
really
think for you to
disgusting.
even question such a thing and spread it, it just means that you're that type of person.
Exactly, because you would do it.
Like you would do it, that you can't even comprehend that someone would actually be truthful about something like that.
Lars is definitely like morally bankrupt.
Yeah, she's she's incredibly, I just think for her age, and I don't want to age shame, but for her age, like you were saying, Izzo, like there's not, the emotional maturity is just,
it's not there.
It's just lacking. And I don't know if she's trying to maybe reclaim some youth, because she always talks about being settled down so young and being a wife and a stay-at-home mum for the majority of like her 20s and 30s. So I feel like she's trying to like claw it back a little bit. I don't know. I like to psychoanalyze people. I could be completely wrong. But yeah, I don't know. The jury's out with her. She hasn't done too much this season. I feel like the fight with her and Larsa has just dried out. I mean, her and Lisa has dried out, and so
I wouldn't be mad if she wasn't back next season.
Yeah, she needs to come up with a storyline.
Yeah, she's got no storyline.
She's never had a storyline. Her story has been beefing other people in their storyline. Gertie's going through this situation. She's the villain. Lisa's going through this divorce. She's her storyline is beefing people that are going through
things. Yeah, that's so true. Like, damn, how much of a nasty person do you have to be to like kick people when they're at their lowest?
That's literally what she's there for.
But it's funny, she never speaks about like what happened with the Kardashians.
No, she doesn't. She talks in riddles when it comes to that situation.
She must have an NDA.
She definitely does.
She must definitely
have an NDA. Because I was watching her she's done a more recent interview on the Jason Lee show. So the first one that she did, she gave, congratulations, she gave nothing. Like on that interview, she gave nothing away on that. And I feel like everyone was really excited to hear what she was going to say about the future situation, about why she's not friends with the Kardashians and blah, blah, blah. She gave nothing. Like Jason was probing. And she's, that NDA is on lock. So she didn't talk. And then the more recent interview, Jason was asking her about, because her daughter Sophia and is Kim's goddaughter. And, she was just like, yeah, everything's cool. Like, they're cool. Like, and I was just like, okay. She remains tight-lipped on that situation. But Adriana definitely triggered her.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my God, that must have been so yeah, that Adriana ate with that. You ate with that girl.
Hasn't Adriana got her mojito?
Outrageous.
At this point, I think it's by choice, because what the hell?
She's the most entertaining cast member in the whole show.
Possibly up there in a lot of the franchises.
And she's an OG as well.
Yeah, she is. It's so weird, right?
It's so weird. We need to get to the bottom of this because she gives everything. Season, even if she's only got a little bit of airtime or a little bit of edit in that episode, like she makes it count.
She really does. And she moves the story along.
Yeah, she does.
She don't give a heck. Like, she's going to go past the bone and she's going to address the situation in real time and move the story along. But I think she doesn't have one by choice. She has to.
It has to be, because rent is due every day.
She comes to work.
She comes to work every day.
Do you know what I liked? I loved when she was like drunk dragging Marisol on the yacht.
God,
like I was
so
dying.
Funny.
No, she is
talking about her wrinkly old knock knees.
She's
Adriana,
hilarious.
You're bad for that, but that was so
Marisol
fun.
though.
She was very triggered. Like, she was so upset in this week's episode.
Yeah.
Like, you could tell like that actually got to her. And sorry, Adriana's older than her.
I was like, wait, what?
Adriana looks good.
She looks good.
She looks
I know she looks
good.
pulled, but she looks good. Like, I definitely thought Marisol was way older than her.
Yeah.
I would love to see a little bit more of like her personal life, how it was in the first seasons. Because even with her like introducing this French guy that she's dating, like she always bags these French,
young, hot European men.
European like billionaires and like I want to see a lot more of that, because when she was showing that with, I can't even remember what his name was, I think it was Pierre, and I'm just saying that because he was also French, it could not even be Pierre. But when he like bought her a boat and they were going to live in it, and like her son, and just everything about Adriana was just such great storyline. You know, she's highly intelligent. She speaks like 5 languages. She was an art dealer.
Crazy.
Like she gives so much to the show, and it's such a shame that she doesn't have a mojito. Give Adriana a mojito. Take it away from Larsa. We've been in her. Give it to Adriana.
Does KiKi have a mojito now?
No,
she better not get one.
Yeah, she's still a friend of.
She better just stay as a friend of.
So the friends of are KiKi, Adriana and Marisol. They're the friends of.
Is Marisol a friend of?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I think they're quite like, compared to the other, because like with Atlanta, for example, Cynthia definitely gives friend of.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But I feel like the other 3 in Miami, they could all be housewives.
Yeah.
They could all have
They
mojitos.
must not have budget to pay them all, but still getting them to work as if. Because really?
Yeah.
I do feel like they're soft launching KiKi as a housewife though, because we're seeing a lot more about her story, her kids. I never knew she had an 18-year-old son. Like we've never seen that before. Her dad, etc. But I have a massive bone to pick with KiKi, but we'll get into that later.
Yeah, let's just get into it.
Get into it.
Gertie.
Yeah.
Can we unpack Gertie?
Yeah, let's go.
So, where do we even start?
Start at the beginning, honey.
Julia and Gertie were obviously really good friends.
Yes.
So we're assuming, right? It just feels like even from last season, she was like trying to beg it with the other women. She's trying to get in with them. And now this season, we've kind of seen it come full circle. She is 100% firmly stuck up Alexia and Marisol's ass. I believe Gertie, for Julia to throw water on a breast cancer survivor,
it's disgusting,
who is her friend, and everyone else's reaction to be more outraged that Gertie showed text messages at her event. I'm just like, wait, what is going on here? Like, I just feel like they constantly, Gertie, she is quirky, she has a big personality, etc. But they never see like the humanity in her, like even with the cancer, like they just never
They
ever.
definitely glossed over her cancer.
100%.
100%.
Like,
I don't know if it's because she's so like melodramatic and she just might just be jarring to be around that they now just have no empathy for anything because she's so melodramatic about everything. But yeah, no, they're doing her so wrong. And
So
it's so funny now, like they're clearly watching it back and
course,
they're
they're
doing
backtracking,
damage control.
There's no tomorrow. And it's just, I feel like, first and foremost, they don't like Gertie. I feel like we need to start there.
Yeah.
And I totally agree because Gertie was a lot, like even for me. Do you know what I mean? But it is what it is. Like not every, like she's got a big personality, so fucking what, at work she's got a big personality. But I don't think that justifies the treatment that she's facing now.
No.
She's an OG of this season, of this series, right?
Yeah.
Since the reboot. And they just don't like her. And I wish that they would be honest about it because it's very much reflective in how they treat her. Because God forbid, if Alexia or one of the other women got cancer, oh my God, it would be treated the way it should be treated.
Yeah.
And it would be addressed the way it should because obviously it's a massive thing, right? And the empathy level should be through the roof. And I just think that with Gertie, they have not given her that at all. They gloss over it. Like, even going back to last season, the way Larsa even spoke about it, it's very, very disgusting. And I feel like they've even had more empathy for like Martina and her journey than they have for Gertie, who's actually in their friendship group. And it's just...
They have more empathy for Alexia making up with Todd.
Exactly.
They're taking her to Spain to cheer her up.
I don't remember them doing anything like that for Gertie. It's just absolutely crazy. But just to like unpack the whole situation with Julia. With Julia, I was indifferent to her before.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody was with her chickens and her whatever. Like no one gives a shit about you and your eggs. Do you know what I mean? Like she didn't bother me. She didn't offend me. I don't know like what went through her head for her to decide that Gertie was the hill that she was trying to die on. Like, it is just so crazy. So her version of events when the season started was that, they went on this cruise and Gertie was making it all about her and she was just making a scene everywhere she went and it was just a horrific experience being around her and Martina was going through something and she didn't care and she just was trying to center herself. Come to find out, it was a completely different narrative. It turns out that Julia had invited Gertie on this trip, the same trip that Gertie had just taken herself because it was like a Bravo thing, right? So Gertie had literally just touched home from this trip. Julia calls her and is like, oh, you know, Martina was my +1 for this trip. She can't make it. Please, I really want to go, but I don't want to go alone. Also, something's happened with Martina. I can't tell you, but please just come be here for me. Gertie drops everything, drops her husband, her kids. She's probably exhausted as well, by the way. She goes back on this same cruise that she just like, you know, she just returned from, to go be there for her. And then this is how Julia does her.
Julia's definitely playing that game of getting in with the friends, realizing who the popular girls are, and realizing that the popular girls don't like Gertie. I must now sacrifice Gertie to show that I'm like loyal to you guys, and I just don't really like the way she's moving. And she's also doing that with Adriana as well. Like, I don't think that she's a loyal friend. I think she's a social climber.
She's a flip-flopper.
I feel like she's probably a social climber even by her marriage with Martina. The whole situation, everything that comes out of her is weird. She has no priorities. Like, why was it an issue that Gertie dropped out the call or whatever when you're announcing that you have these 2 black boys that, by the way, no one can visit because she doesn't want anyone to see them, but yet they've been on camera
and they're on a whole TV show.
They're on a whole TV show. They've been on camera. Your own daughters aren't talking to you because they also haven't received information over these kids that you've adopted. Her priorities are just so insane.
She's a very strange lady, and I don't know what it is that she's trying. I mean, listen, anybody that adopts, like, I obviously take my hats off to you, blah blah blah. But I'm not going to sit here I'm not going to sit here and condone like the little nuances in their situation. I'm not going to sit here and, you know, I question her intentions. Like, I really really do. I don't know if she's trying to rewrite history, maybe with some mistakes that she's made with her own children. I don't know if she wants to have a parenting experience with Martina, but it feels very self-indulgent. Like, it's not giving that she just wants to do this from the goodness of her heart. And I really feel, especially if we're going to talk about sort of like interracial adoption, I'm sorry, like, you need to be doing the basics. And I feel like sometimes people that, like, you know, they adopt children that are, you know, not the same race as them or what have you, the intentions you want to help and you want to, you know, give children a home that haven't had a home. But I think if you're going to do it interracially, you have a duty of care to make sure that you know what you're doing. Like, you have a duty of care to make sure that you are well versed on racism. And why not fucking start at home? Like, the work starts at home. You've got a black friend. You're treating her abysmally. Like, you are projecting all of these microaggressions. Because I don't care. I can't remove the race element from all of this. Like, you know, and you know, whether Gertie had cancer or not, I think that's besides the point. Like, you were ostracizing and icing out a black woman. Like, there's so many, and I honestly, I've been very triggered by this season, like, so triggered. And I think I said it to you, Feven. Like, I don't even know if I could watch it. Like, I was like, I kind of paused it because it was so hard to watch. Like, watch it in real time. And I don't care, like, what Gertie is. Like, if you don't have empathy for someone that's going through cancer, then I don't know, we're a lost generation.
How can you not have empathy for a friend that's going through cancer when you're living with that, with your wife? You should know exactly. If out of anyone in that group, you should know exactly what Gertie is going through.
Exactly. And I find it even so problematic that she also knows that Gertie is in remission and in recovery or whatever, and you still expected her to drop everything to come be by your side. Do you know what I mean? And she still did it. And you couldn't even give her the time of day. Like, she's showing up to a dinner and you're acting like, what are you doing here? So I reckon what happened is when they went on the cruise, she realised that actually there was loads of people here maybe I didn't need Gertie. And I think she was fine. And she was like, oh, damn, I invited her. Maybe I was a bit hasty with inviting her. But so fucking
Audrey,
what?
I also feel like Gertie was probably like the life and soul, the center, because she's got that personality. Julia has zero personality. So obviously, naturally, you're going to be more drawn to Gertie because she is like a social butterfly. She's an event planner, all of that kind of stuff. But just going back to the adoption thing, it's even more sinister because Martina apparently has said like really like problematic things about Serena Williams, Venus Williams. And then you've gone out and actively sought to adopt 2 black boys. But I don't know. I think also there should be an age cap on adoption. Martina's going to be like 88 when those boys are 20. Like, God willing, she lives to that age.
Yeah.
But it just...
And this is a cancer survivor.
Exactly
so-
that.
Yeah.
And, oh, God, you know the water thing? I have to go back to that.
Oh yeah, we haven't even touched on
Because
that.
I got really triggered watching it because
Same.
there was a time that I was at a dinner table and we were all having a conversation. Someone was trying to talk and then someone threw water on me. So I went and back
What,
and threw
violently or on purpose?
on purpose to like shut me up. So I threw,
What?
yeah, thank you.
Wait,
Were they drunk?
what?
No, sober. So I threw water back at her, but I threw more water at her.
Good for you.
So all of a sudden, because my dad always taught me, someone hits you, like hit them
Hit them
back
hard.
twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Straight
and you
up.
know me, I'm a troll. So I went, I got her good.
Good.
And everyone was like, oh, but Feven, like 2 wrongs don't make a right. Da, 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 da. And I was like, no, I don't care. Like,
Exactly.
why
Yeah.
are you policing my reaction to like disrespect? But also, had Gertie reacted the same way I did, she would have been the
100%.
aggressor. She would have been like, oh my gosh, angry black woman. Da, 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 da,
100%.
da. So I just kind of think it's just Gertie showing those texts, even in that, like just an act of showing text, she was the villain.
Exactly. The way they acted, them taking the moral high ground when, by the way, this hasn't been on the show, but you know, Dr. Nicole, our fave.
Yeah, bring
has
her back.
Run her back quickly, please. But Andy has said she's welcome back anytime.
I think
you
she'll
know?
come back.
And this is how
Yeah.
I know that she's just everything. We can get on to Dr. Nicole and how much we love her after.
Or do you like
But
glowing?
I'm foaming at the mouth like Kemi Badenoch in that throat. Like I'm literally foaming at the mouth. But oh my God, I forgot my point. I just got so excited talking about Dr. Nicole. I've
We're
completely gone
talking
off track. What
about
were we
the
talking about?
Gertie throwing the water.
The
And
text.
Dr.
Text.
Nicole.
I think maybe when she had a sit down with Gertie.
No, I've lost my point.
Because even
completely.
now, Dr. Nicole,
Oh yeah, okay, I think this is where I was going. Like that's exactly what I was gonna say. So basically, Dr. Nicole just shows me that she's just a real person because she basically checked out because she could feel, obviously she went off to have her baby, but she also said that she could kind of feel the negative vibes and she feels
Yeah.
like people were targeting her. And I love a socially aware woman. Like I love a person that has got self-awareness, that knows when it's time to tap out. Obviously she doesn't need the money. She clearly doesn't need the attention. She's fulfilled through being a doctor, through being
Yeah.
a wife, fiance, whatever she is, being a very successful, wealthy woman, all of those things. So that just speaks to like the humanity of her. Whereas it's just like some of these other people, I just feel like they, the other women just taking such a high, strong stance on this text thing. It's so infuriating.
it was a wall of
Oh,
text.
no, sorry. This is the road I was going down because Dr. Nicole, this is why I brought her up in the first place. Yeah. She basically alluded to the fact that one of the other members of the show had set up, had stuck a PI on her and was basically doing some digging to find out like,
Was that Marisol?
Yeah.
I think that
Yeah,
was
it was
and she was
Marisol.
alluding to the fact, she never said the name, but she said it was a friend of, and she said that, I think she was a friend of and kind of left it there. But that just speaks to the desperation. So I say all of that to say, you guys want to be, especially Marisol, because she was taking the strongest stance on it, yeah? You want to act all high and mighty over some text messages that no one could even read on a projector. But these times you allegedly set a PI out on Dr. Nicole to get dirt on her to bring her down because her edit was so amazing.
Yeah.
So please sit all the way down. I don't even know where to begin with Alexia and her shit.
Do you think it's because they're quite, like historically, Miami are quite a violent, like a physical violent franchise? Do you think because they just don't see throwing water as that deep as, like breaking privacy and stuff like that? Because when KiKi threw the apple juice carton at Lisa, they equally wasn't as bothered.
Yeah, they weren't bothered.
So is it a thing where they just don't see violence as like such a big deal versus, privacy, confidentiality, how you're actually like making us look outside of the like things that are happening outside of the camera.
I can see where you.
Yeah, and Alexia was married to like a mobster, or like
Right.
So
Remember,
Yeah.
like,
New Jersey
Adriana
has those kind of same, yeah.
slapped up, what was her name? The Russian one that was in it at one time.
Oh, her. She didn't last long at all. I didn't
can't
watch that
remember
franchise,
her
but I remember she
name.
came back for like
Joanna.
an episode. Yeah.
Do you know, so they are quite a physical franchise.
Adriana slapped her up, right?
Yeah.
Down the
Down the corridor
I need
in
to
the
go back and watch
party.
the old seasons. I
Yeah,
don't
so
know.
Yeah.
Adriana like slapped her up.
Yeah.
They're a little bit like, I wouldn't even say Jersey, because Jersey, they're a bit, do you know what I mean?
They
But
tussle.
these girls, they come from like throwing water, tussling,
like,
slap on the
yeah.
face. So
I know what you
they
mean.
might not see. I mean, I think it's wrong to compare, but they might not see a physical thing as egregious as you're breaking our confidentiality. You know, you're exposing our private stuff into the camera.
Yeah, I can
and
see
that's
that,
why
yeah.
it's like, oh my God, like you could do this to me. Whereas if you was
They
to
said
throw
that as
water
well.
at me, I don't really care because I'll just slap you back.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
No, I definitely agree because I definitely think that there is even like a code in terms of like privacy. Because I remember on Salt Lake, when, do you remember when that crazy Britney lady was? That was one of the funniest episodes of Housewives in history. Yeah, because they were on for some context, if you haven't seen Salt Lake City, the women were on a bus on a way back from somewhere. They were on one of these trips, and then one of the cast members, her name's Brittany, she was like filming the conversation, like obviously trying to like gather up receipts in real time whilst they were filming, and they caught her in 4K, and they flogged her so hard. So I know what you mean. Is that like there's definitely an element of like, okay, we do what we do on camera, but there's certain things that like anything that happens off camera should remain off camera.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of transcends Miami. I think it goes across all the housewives and also just in that whole world. And the reason I brought up Miami is because, New Jersey is because they're heavily affiliated with the mob as well. And that whole thing of like loyalty and not being a rat.
It's about family.
Exactly. And I feel like that whole thing of not being a rat and being loyal is like deeply ingrained in certain cultures. So to give them some grace, yes, but I think we're giving them too much credit. I think it was just because it was Gertie.
100% it's because it's Gertie, 100%. I think the way that they've been treating Gertie is absolutely disgusting for past seasons, not just this one. And then I think on top of that is also a mixture of the fact that Alexia and co have been mean girls from day one. Like season 1 episode, they've always been that, you know, you're joining our group, you know, stick to our rules. This is the way we do things. We're the queen bees. You know, this has been going on since Karen was in it. And do you remember the doctor that was dating the
I've never watched it from season 1.
I watched season 1, but I don't remember Karen.
I think that was season 2. She was the doctor that was dating the telenovela actor.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And they just didn't like her. They just decided we don't like, and it was the same treat. It doesn't matter what she did. Like they didn't like her, and then the excuse was like she smiles too much. She has too much personality, and they would literally like sit down with her and be like, "Do you want to be part of this group?" And how they spoke to Gertie mirrored how Alexia has not grown up over seasons. Like it mirrored that. So part of it is like, this is just how they are. They're absolutely bitches. If they decide like you're not part of this, you're not part of this. And then the other thing is they have to be aware of how they are treating a black woman. They have to be aware of how they're treating a cancer patient. Like we have moved on from those times. You know, this isn't Miami. Like everyone here is just Latin vibes and we're all just gonna fight each other. Like we're not in that world anymore, you know. And it's just such a shame that as of right now, Gertie doesn't have anyone in her corner, not even
KiKi. Guys, I'm so disappointed with KiKi because I just feel like there's like an unwritten kind of rule, right?
Yeah.
Say 1, they're both black women. 2, they're both Haitian. If I was on a reality TV show with another Eritrean woman, best believe we are riding out to the wheels fall off. As long as she's not problematic, right? Gertie's not problematic at all. KiKi, at any given opportunity, is ready to throw Gertie under the bus, like for the validation of these women that don't care about you, would never check for you. And is it for a mojito? Is it for acceptance? Is it for all of the above?
It's really
it's for
weird.
acceptance in that group. Like it's for acceptance in that group.
That
Sorry,
whole
KiKi
group
is
is about the whole. That whole show is just literally about you know, how can we fit in with the popular group, which is weird because you're watching it real time as we're watching it, and you can see for the past seasons they are not the popular group. Like we don't like them. They're the witches. So why do you feel that you have to suck up? And it's true, like regardless of, because KiKi didn't come through as a friend of Gertie's, right? She came through as a friend of Lars's.
I think,
So regardless if you didn't come into it being Gertie's friend, maybe she feels she doesn't have to have that loyalty. There is this unwritten rule, you know.
Damn,
and
we're both Haitian, like
we're both Haitian,
and they have a good relationship.
Exactly.
It's not as if they've had any.
you're being the bone collector. You're passing on to these women that you already know do not like Gertie. You're spreading information. Then you're also going back to Gertie and kind of planting little seeds. Like they say that you're too loud and they say that you're this, which by the way.
is so coded. Oh my God.
Yeah. Coded and loaded.
You should have been sat there and said.
She should check them.
Yeah.
What do you mean this black woman is too loud? Because as far as I'm concerned, right now, Julia's being the loud one in every episode.
And Julia was loud in that episode before she even threw the water. She was being so drunk and obnoxious and belligerent. And it was just like, that just got a pass. Like, no one checked her. Can you imagine? I've never seen Gertie, like, drunk. Like, her personality gives drunk. Do you know what I mean? But she's not. And it was just like, Julia was so, but just quickly, you want to take it back to something you said, Isa, yeah, because it's so true. I find it so mad, and maybe when they're filming, they forget, or maybe it's such an intense moment. But I know I would always rather be in there with the public than the group.
Right.
So what is this desire to be so like, maybe because they have more power when they're on set and stuff. I don't know what goes on behind closed doors, but I find it mad that people want to switch lanes to be in there. Because I don't know if Marisol and fucking Alexia have any extra privileges. I don't know, like.
Maybe outside, like, maybe.
It's weird.
In terms of, I don't know, whatever businesses or deals or money that they make outside of the show.
But
I don't know.
Who's going to do like hashtag ad with them?
Exactly.
But it's just so crazy to me that, KiKi is not. Read the room, girl.
But guys, you know what it is with the KiKi and Gertie thing, yeah? Gertie is like outspoken. She's not afraid to kind of give her opinion. KiKi is like the acceptable black woman that they can like, she's malleable. Like they can just kind of like tell her what to do.
She just goes where the wind blows.
She just goes where the wind blows. Whereas with Gertie, that can never run. So that's why that's why they like KiKi. And I'm even more disappointed in KiKi because she's a fucking Gemini.
Oh, damn it, man. She's letting
like literally down. Like 2 days away, I think the day before or day after my birthday. I'm like, KiKi, like we were rooting for you.
Are we shocked about KiKi though? Because how many seasons has KiKi been in it? Is this her second one?
Or is it third?
I think it's
her third.
Yeah.
KiKi has never like really rode out for Gertie anyway. Like remember the boat situation when Gertie, this was what she was in the height of the cancer situation and they were trying to help her off the boat. And she's just there looking for the lipstick with Lisa, like not really caring. So she's never like rode for Gertie anyway. So are we shocked that she's still not riding?
Sorry, I'm going to say it. KiKi is a raccoon. I don't give a damn. Like, she is a raccoon. And I get it because, and shout out to Jessie Wu because like, that's her term and I love Jessie Wu. But I just feel like there's one thing to like, 'cause I'm not saying be blindly loyal because at the end of the day she's a black woman as well. She's probably trying to survive. Do you know what I mean? But don't do the extras.
Stand for what is right.
Stand for what is right. Speak up when you need to speak up. I'm not saying that she should like be waving the Haitian flag every minute and doing up like my soul sister. I get it. Like she's trying to survive. I understand. You know, you want to get your check. You want to be in there as well. So I understand the logic of like wanting to play both sides almost and be neutral. Like I get that. But KiKi goes above that. Because if to say nothing is one thing, to say nothing and stay out of it, I can understand that. Yeah. But to actually go out of your way to exacerbate a situation that's already bad, that's when I'm like, you're a raccoon. Because why are you doing up bone collector for someone that is your friend? Like as far as Gertie's concerned, they're cool. Do you know what I mean? And it's all, and to be fair, she does do All Lives Matter with her bone carrying because she does do it amongst
on both sides.
You know what I mean?
She does do it on both sides.
Does.
So I'll give that to KiKi.
I will give her that.
She does it on both sides.
She's exhibiting raccoon behavior because also, do you remember when fucking Julia threw the water and KiKi told Gertie to leave?
Yeah, what is that about?
Nah,
what do you mean? As
that
my friend,
you behavior. I cannot
You
lie.
better throw water back.
Do you know what I mean?
You better say my friend right now. She's battling cancer, so I gotta take the glass.
But damn,
you threw a juice box at Lisa for less.
But at least de-escalate.
Yeah.
Why are you saying she actually tried to get her out like she was the issue?
I just remembered when she was having the conversation with Gertie and Gertie was being Gertie. She is a bit jarring, I can't lie.
She's
this is what they mean. Like she's just doing it to me now. She's being loud and cutting me off and not letting me talk and almost like on camera, you are validating what these women are saying. You can't even take your friend to the side and be like, girl, don't give them that. You know?
Yeah.
But it's interesting how like, obviously as the season like continues to play out, all of the women are now on their apology tour. Julia's
I
there,
know.
Alexia's there.
man.
Now you see it. But where's KiKi?
I know. She hasn't been. I haven't seen her on Watch What Happens Live yet.
She
Nowhere
hasn't
to be
been
found.
on anything.
Yeah, which is the thingy. But
She
they are
hasn't been on
definitely all on an
anything.
apology tour. Alexia is back. But Alexia, she's another one. She always backtracks. Like she definitely is someone that is very in tune with what the public is saying
Yeah.
because she really just is malleable to what the audience is saying. They're all backtracking, but. You know, I don't know, it's too little too late. Like, you didn't do anything in real time. Like, you man really sat there and acted as if the tech situation was the worst thing that could have ever happened. And it was just, it was so despicable.
Alexia's forgetting her plan here. Alexia's not a genuine human being because she does this all the time. She gets painted out as an evil witch that she rightly should be painted out as. She does this thing where she comes into the new season with like, you know, being this empathetic, lovable woman. She's friends with Gertie. She was the one who was always reaching out to Gertie. And then it's almost like she can't keep wearing that mask. And it's slipping throughout the season. And it's the same cycle over and over again. Like, you know, it's weird. It's almost like Tamara in the OC when, you know, then she baptizes herself and then she's now in therapy.
Yeah.
And
Alexia needs to get baptized maybe in therapy.
Yeah.
she can't keep it going because you were the one that was, you know, Gertie's support system. What is happening?
But it's for clout. It's so like
It's
for
for
viewers.
clout.
Yeah.
It's for viewers.
It's not
It's you
sincere.
want to be Mother Teresa.
But Alexia's another one that's morally bankrupt because when you think about it, Todd packed up the whole house
Mad thing.
and then left Frankie
Yeah, that's
alone.
crazy.
That's
Wild
Frankie.
to
That's
leave Frankie
crazy.
by himself. That's wild.
And then
Damn.
she's still like sleeping with him. She's still like seeing him. She wants to be back in time from the trip for his birthday. It's like, I don't know, I just think it's weird that you will it's not weird, but because it happens, but you'll put this man above your child, especially your child that's had like a horrific accident
Exactly.
and needs like constant care.
He left Frankie in an empty apartment. That is mental, and you're still fucking him. Oh.
Yeah, that's not
No,
the
that
Alexia
is
I
mad.
know. The Alexia I know would never let
she
that
No, I
run.
think
she seemed like
she's
a
a
proper
bit-
mama bear, but clearly we're seeing her pick me tendencies.
I think she's got the massive pick me tendencies. I think she's
No,
very
not
like
with men. Like she's never. When it came to her son, like she would rather be alone and like throughout the season. So this, I don't know if it's age and now she doesn't want to like die alone. I don't get
I think she really
what
loves
is
Todd, though.
happening.
I'll give her
There
that.
is nothing to love about Todd.
Yeah, no, Todd has no redeeming qualities whatsoever.
He's not even
do you know
fine.
do you know, okay, this is a stretch here, but I think, do you remember Adriana called all of this out? I
Yeah.
think she's trying to make this work because
she's an oracle.
Adriana literally called this out like to a T about his financial situation, about the state of their marriage. So maybe she doesn't want to give Adriana that satisfaction, and that's why she's fighting for her life to make this thing work because, I don't know. That's just a wild theory.
Where did the relationship breakdown even go between them? Because they used to be so close in like the earlier seasons. Like
Who?
Adriana,
and Alexia and that.
especially
Okay.
with Marisol. Adriana and Marisol were so close. Adriana and Marisol's mum were like besties.
But the thing is, with Alexia and Marisol, they don't like, Lassa, they don't like women that actually have their own opinion. They don't like women that are like happily married, that are richer than them. Like it's all, like even Marisol and her husband, right? That's like giving storyline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because other
It's
than
giving
that,
companionship.
yeah.
Yeah. But
Well, I guess,
Marisol has always, I mean, what is this, her fourth wedding
Is
in
it?
Housewives?
Oh, is it? But they get married every year, don't they?
No, I mean husband, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Marisol has always just wanted like a companion anyway.
I mean, I'm not even mad at that, but I just think, I mean, the one thing that I will say about, because I go in on and off Marisol, Alexia, that's like confirmed. I do not like her, but they are very loyal to each other. I will give them that. Like, no one comes in between that friendship. Just quickly before we move on, because we have to discuss Stephanie, the newbie.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
So the verdict's not out yet on Stephanie. I think that she's come in strong in a sense of what like on paper a housewife should be. So the looks, the husband, the luxury, the wealth, the private jet, the fashions, the expensive stuff. So that she's hit the nail on the head because we do need that. And that's what Housewives is about. Like come in with your wealth and show the fuck out. But I'm not sure about her as a person just yet. I don't really have too much. I like that she, stood up to Alexia, because I think like people come in and want to suck up to her. So I like the fact that she's not coming with that. But that's about it, really. I don't really have much on her.
Yeah, Feven?
To your point, I like that she doesn't take it from Alexia. 100% here for that. I love that like she gets into it with her. But when I look at Stephanie, I just think like she's like a 40-year-old Blair Waldorf cosplaying like what a rich woman should be dressing like. So there's something just not authentic about her. The sister thing is weird. How she met her husband is very weird. But yeah, she's got like, and I feel like even when she's like doing the hashtag girl boss thing at work,
It's too much.
It's like,
I hate that
It's
shit.
like, have you ever worked in like a corporate office, Stephanie? Like, it's just like, I feel like she just is doing what she thinks, what she's seen in films, what she thinks is how you should be conducting yourself in business.
Exactly.
And it's just, I don't know, I just think she's acting up. But I do like the wealth. I do like her coming for Alexia's neck constantly and not having it. So I'm here for that bit, definitely. But other than that, I don't know what else. Like I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm here for the vibes.
Yeah, she doesn't really have much of a storyline at the moment, which is fair, because I feel like any newbie's first season, you're not going to come in all guns blazing with like everything. Do you know what I mean? You're still trying to get your feet wet and, understand the dynamic. So I'll give her that. I'm not sure. Again, I feel a bit similar to you, Azar. Like I'm kind of on the fence of her. I'm a bit indifferent. I haven't formulated a strong opinion either way, but I totally agree about what you were saying about cosplaying, as like the way she dresses, the whole preppy dolly vibe. Like, I don't know, it's not a bit of me. But yeah, we'll see.
The thing is, we are housewives experts, right?
Are we?
We're not sure.
We are now.
We are not sure about this woman yet. Why has this woman got first
Seats, I know.
of the
Thank you.
reunion?
It's insane.
Am I losing my mind?
But no, newbies don't tend to have first chair, do they?
Wait,
No.
someone else had first seat. Actually, no. Did Kenya have first seat when she was like her first season? Or was it second? It might have been second.
I can't remember, but
What?
the
Anyway,
fact that Gertie doesn't have it is insane.
what is she, third?
We need to
Yeah,
even
she's third.
go to the chart.
It's basically Stephanie, Alexia. Who's there? Larsa and Lisa. Gertie and Julia.
So they've done the people who are against each other lined
Yeah,
up.
so we've got
opposite.
so first chair on
Not us
either
remembering.
side.
I know.
You guys actually got it spot on. You really know your shit, 'cause it's pretty spot on. So obviously Andy, and then on Andy's left we've got Stephanie. On his right we have Alexia. Next to Stephanie we've got Lisa, Gertie in third place, and then Adriana at the end. And then on the other side we have Alexia, followed by Larsa, Julia, Marisol, and KiKi in last chair.
Julia.
Who's fourth on the other side again?
Marisol.
Marisol, yeah.
But Julia is ahead of her. So yeah, exactly what you said. The people that have got beef are sort of sat
Yeah.
Sat in front of each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand why she is first. I think, yeah, maybe
only-
back to last week. You're right. Andy does have his favorites.
He does have his favourites. The only
He
thing
does
I can
have his
think of though
favourites.
is that seating arrangement. Maybe there's something like the rest of the season that's coming out that we're not privy to yet.
Maybe
that's
she
like a
pulls it out of the
huge,
bag,
yeah,
yeah.
that's the only because other than Julia and Gertie, what's the bigger storyline?
Yeah, there isn't really anything.
To be honest, there isn't really that big of any storylines this season of Miami. Like Miami is one of like my favorites next to
Yeah.
Atlanta and
Salt Lake City as well.
So
Yeah, they won an award as well. Shout out our ladies. who deserve it.
Salt
Yeah.
Lake City. Okay, fine. Miami will probably be third, but they're not really bringing it this season.
Do you mean that in terms of at the moment?
At the moment,
Or
at
just
the
in
moment,
history? Okay,
at the
cool,
moment.
cool. Okay, yeah.
In history, they are. Miami's my top three. Like
Is it?
before Salt Lake even came
true, it
about,
has
Miami
been
was
around-
top
yeah,
two.
for
It was
real.
always Miami and Atlanta for me.
See, I feel like it started off a bit chaotic. Like
What?
from the first episode, it was like, bam, let's get
What,
into
Miami?
it. Yeah, Lisa and Larsa.
Yeah,
Then
it's
it's
just
like
too
Julia.
old.
Yeah,
Like,
but
I
it's just
can't go back and watch
pathetic
it now.
arguments. It's not anything that's like
Juicy,
oh my
yeah.
god,
Yeah.
like.
But the thing about Miami is though, like I think we were saying earlier, they moved the story along. Whereas
Yeah.
like the Julia and Gertie thing was a couple of episodes. Now they're going to go to Spain. Something else is obviously going to happen.
Yeah.
Whereas Atlanta, or Potomac,
Yeah.
it drags on for so long that you're
Yeah.
like, what is going on?
But like with like at least with Atlanta, Salt Lake, it's just every episode so unhinged.
Yeah,
like
from back in
Salt
the
Lake,
day,
I'm like, girl, answer your phone. Have you seen it yet? Like, have you caught up? What's happening?
Salt Lake. You know, I caught onto that so late.
Really?
Because I there's a bit of segregation that goes on when it comes to my housewives.
Yeah, me too.
So
Yeah.
apart from Miami, like I'd never really watched a white franchise apart from New Jersey. So
Yeah.
New
Yeah,
Jersey and
yeah.
Miami. And everyone was going on and on about Salt Lake. So when everything happened with Monica and receipts, text, timeline, I did not watch that in the time.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
And I had to go back, and I think even you, Isa,
I was forcing you. I was
were
like,
one of
can
the
you?
people
You was
that
like,
was like,
I'm
I was
not
like,
sure. I was
oh,
like, can
haven't-
you
yeah,
just
you were on
wake up?
You were on my neck about it. You were like, you need to watch it. So I had to just binge watch it. And confession, I've never watched Salt Lake from season 1.
You have to. So
I started
What is
from
wrong
I
with
started
you?
from that season, from the Monica
What
season.
receipt? Oh no. Okay. So with me and Salt Lake, I remember seeing the trailer for the season that Jen Shah gets arrested, and I was like, I need to binge watch
Yeah. I need to
all
catch
of the
up.
seasons
Yeah.
so I
You
can
can
just
catch
like
up.
enjoy this in real time. So that's when I started watching it. But Salt Lake is good.
No, Salt
Salt
Lake
Lake is-
Salt Lake is
we have
up
had-
there.
We have had
No.
a time.
The fact that
Everything
someone
has
went to
happened in
jail
Salt
and
Lake.
it hadn't even been around that long is actually it's
Insane.
insane because Beverly Hills, and we don't talk about Beverly Hills much, but between Beverly Hills, New Jersey, and who else has been arrested? Have we had any arrests? And I mean, Beverly
Yeah,
Hills.
but girl, Salt Lake was happening live time.
Yeah, in real time. That's
In
actually,
real
no, it's
time.
actually insane
She
that Jen
even
Shah
was dodging the
stealing
feds.
she was stealing from the elderly. Like
She
that is
dodged the feds. She's
mental.
like, oh, my husband, well, who was sick in hospital? Someone
Sharif.
sick.
Yeah, I
She-
remember when they were
She
with
even
Spinner.
sick because she knew the feds were coming. She's left. The feds pulled out. It was given an
They
action
must have
movie.
been having a field day on
We've
production
had
that
all
day.
sorts.
No, Salt Lake is definitely up there. Like even with the with what's the, oh my god, what is her name? The newest housewife,
Bronwyn.
Bronwyn, who I fucking love.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
Bronwyn.
You know, I very rarely lean into newbies.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You know, like how we're talking about Stephanie, you know, kind of on the fence, whatever. Give them time to become more seasoned. I feel like Bronwyn came in on fire.
Yeah, I like
Yes.
Bronwyn.
Fucking wealthy, mental style, bars, like the way she speaks and her, like even that time when they were, when Britney was filming, when Britney was filming in the Sprinter, yeah, and Britney was like, I was sending a text, she was like, listen here, Steve Jobs, we also want you.
I knew you were gonna say that. That kills me.
So funny, and the fact that she like leant over, I felt like she was gonna grip her neck,
No,
like she was
that
fuming.
whole-
I love
that
me
show.
some Bronwyn. I love me some Lisa Barlow.
No, but when she read
I don't
out
like
the
Lisa
text
Barlow.
You don't like
message,
Lisa Barlow?
No.
when she read out the who was it Whitney that read out the text message at that dinner?
Yeah.
What dinner?
About Bronwyn and the circle jerk.
The circle jerk. Like they're so the whole thing is insane.
Oh my god,
The whole thing is insane. Like even Whitney's
God.
husband getting fired because
No.
of the show.
Exactly. Like what the hell?
Like this is the most
And we haven't even
unhinged.
touched on our good sis,
Mary.
Mary.
I love
Mary's
Mary.
my
We haven't
Mary.
even got to Mary yet. Like when she said that Heather looked inbred. Like
Yes.
that
No,
is
but that
mad.
was like when Jen Shah they were at this event and Jen Shah just came back from the hospital. Her aunt was dying.
allegedly.
And then she was amputated.
Oh,
and she
my
was
bad.
at this and she was like, yeah, you know, and then Mary's like, yeah, you smell like hospital. Like no empathy.
None.
That show is the best.
no, it's so good. I can't wait. That's coming up next, right?
Yeah,
the
the
trailer's
trailer.
out.
Is it out already? I thought it was dropping
wait,
next
yeah.
week.
Well, a teaser of the trailer.
The trailer of the trailer.
The trailer of the
Yeah, yeah,
trailer
yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
I'm sure I've sent it to you.
I can't wait.
I think I sent it on the group chat.
We're just always sending each other material.
Yeah.
It's actually mental. But yeah, I cannot wait for Salt Lake. I can't wait to get into that because it's definitely up there. But yeah, okay, so that's Miami. So I feel like we can wrap that up.
Yeah, let's wrap it
Let's
up.
wrap it up, and then we can,
wrap up Lhasa while we're at it.
yeah, exactly.
Bring back Nicole, Dr. Nicole.
Bring back
Amen.
Nicole, 100% Nicole.
Yeah.
You always are welcome on Housewives, but also on the couch if you're ever in London. I just love Dr. Nicole. I think she's so fire in every way. Like the fact that she's a doctor is just the cherry on top
Yeah,
of the
it
cake.
is.
Like to me, she is honest, she's real, she is genuinely wealthy, she's successful in her own right, she's empathetic, she's funny, she gets it. I just
Who's your favorite all-time housewife out of all the franchises?
Nene D Leaks and Teresa Giudice are my favourites.
Teresa, yeah.
But not for their as people, as housewives. I judge them on my housewives and meter is based on like what they've on them as housewives. So yeah, those.
Mine's
two.
obviously Kenya.
Oh,
Kenya and Nene, I'd probably say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
No, mine's always been Nene.
Yeah, Nene is Nene's too iconic. We will always give her flowers here on the recap because she
made Housewives.
She really she
made Bravo.
She made Bravo. She set the tone for what an excellent housewife is. She's too funny. It was Neverland.
Not the white refrigerator.
Nothing was there.
Not the white refrigerator.
Where is your scooter?
Where is your scooter? Like, no, Nene will always
ghetto.
get her flag. Woo! The ghetto.
ghetto.
Yeah, Nene's definitely, amazing.
Are you Peter? or Patricia?
You is a bitch, okay? Bye, wig.
Oh
no,
my
I
God.
love her. Love Nene. Okay, so should we do a quick little debrief on Love Island?
I think we should
because
touch
there's been
on...
some
Wait, UK, US? Like, I just can't keep up.
Well, UK.
Let's wrap it up because it's done now.
Yeah, cool.
Since we last spoke, the big three.
I know.
Destiny's Child.
Justice prevailed.
Justice was served.
On a hot
we
platter.
wanted... Wait, hold on. I need to get this out my chest. We wanted Dijon and Meg out, right?
We did it.
And we did it.
But the way that they were voted out was
so
the most
beautiful.
beautiful television I have ever seen. Like, I can imagine that this is how men feel when, like, Arsenal wins.
Yeah. That's how I felt.
What's the
This
league?
was
Like the
what's
Championship
like a
Cup or
champion,
something. Premier League, yeah.
The Premier League,
yeah.
And it's on penalties.
That's
what it was like.
That's when it's
And
proper
it's
hot.
just like back to back. Like who's like the ops for Arsenal? I don't
Man
know.
United. I'm Man United.
It's
by
Chelsea,
default.
isn't it?
I thought it was
Chelsea?
like Tottenham or something.
Oh, I think it's Tottenham because they're both North London, isn't it?
Okay.
They call that a derby.
Okay,
just
so
like
it's
By the way.
Arsenal, Tottenham, penalties. Arsenal shoots, then Tottenham won, then Arsenal 2, then
Exactly.
Tottenham. It was literally
women in
given
sports.
that
It was amazing.
until Arsenal just got
I
like
know.
Yeah.
that.
They
It
just
was.
got booted out.
I'm so glad
beautiful.
Dijon and Meg wasn't voted out sooner because it
Same.
needed to be this way. He needed to hear, and so did Meg. To be honest, they needed to hear what people thought, and they needed to face Andrada.
Yep.
Andrada.
Andrada.
And Marissa?
Militia.
Sorry, yep.
And the most beautiful ending, Billy Kiss.
Yeah.
It
In
was
the
just
back of the net. Oh, it was beautiful.
it was beautiful TV, like you can literally see the life and soul and the 50K just draining out of his pores. So I love this. I love this so much. But then it kind of like goes back to how, because Meg was like, it's not Friendship Island though, it's Love Island.
I just wanted to slap
How
her.
important is Friendship Island though versus love side of it? Because we have Cash, the Switzerland on the fence, who
Splinters in
actually
his
won
arse.
it.
Yeah.
Who actually won it. And then we have the ones who just stuck to their own little corner with their own little group, and this happened. So is Friendship Island like as important?
I think though, like the beauty in Love Island is not only like the romance that comes out of it, but it's also the friendships, whether it's like the sisterhood, the bromance, whatever. Like the best part of this season was seeing like Tony, Shakira, Yaz, like proper having each other's back. And by and they also found love, like whatever, or allegedly whatever. So like, I think my question I kind of have is like, how do you go about being on Love Island and not being like a 100% hardcore pick me? Like, how do you be like an ethical pick me?
Well,
Because you want to get picked, right?
Yeah, exactly. That literally the whole show is about being a pick me, and I feel like that's the one time that everybody can just excuse it because exactly when you're gonna use terminology blue, get it right, hun.
Yeah.
Like you didn't know what a pick me was, and anyway, he's such a loser. That's a story for another day. But I think that I don't think that they necessarily go hand in hand. Just to answer your question and also answer yours, Feven. Like I feel like it's part of it. I'm not mad when people... Okay, so do you remember when Megan went in there? Megan...
Double barrel. Yeah, Barton. Yeah.
She went in there and she was someone that like went in there to play the game. And I'm not necessarily mad at that. I think with this season, the biggest love story was Yasmin, Shakira, and Tony's friendship.
Yeah.
That is what I took from it. And they also happened to be coupled up. And I think that, I mean, it came secondary. Do you know what I mean? And I think the premise of the show is that those strong connections are supposed to be like the leading element of it. But it just didn't happen this year. So long as I get something that's organic, I don't care whether it's Friendship Island or whether it's Love Island.
Yeah.
I would rather have the love story of the girls and their friendship and take away and like learn something from that about loyalty, about finding a balance, about honesty, because I feel like they were so honest with one another. Like when Tony was acting up, Shakira would tell her, vice versa.
Yeah.
Yasmin, they were very honest, and I feel like that's what real friendship looks like. I don't want to see these relationships that are inevitably going to end anyway, so I don't really care about them at the expense of like the friendship side. I think in order for the show to function, both things are needed.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I just think in this situation, the friendship stuff prevailed because the connections just weren't that strong, let's be honest. Like even Tony and Cash, like, but they had their bumps in the road were so mad. So whether they last or not is a whole other thing, but I'm not mad at it at all.
Yeah, but I feel like Shakira went around, like, why I like Shakira is because she still wanted, like, a guy, obviously, but she never did it in a way that would, like, throw another woman under the bus versus, like, Helena.
Exactly.
Was, like, the way she went about it was just nasty, grimy. So, yeah, I agree with what you're saying.
And it goes to show as well, it's like the company you keep, because they were encouraging Shakira to just, this isn't the guy for you, like you deserve way better. Whereas on the flip side, on Helena's side, it was almost like, you know, what is Shakira doing? Like she needs to fuck off kind of from your man. Like this is your man. So, you know, it just goes to show that you need to speak life into your friends.
Definitely
and not be too Delulu bestie saying exactly to each other, you know.
Yeah, co-signing the mad behaviour for the sake of the love is I'm not here for that. And like you were saying, they managed to do it. Do you know what I mean? Like they even though Shakira and Harry's relationship was somewhat toxic, or they've been through this mad journey to like find each other at the end, she just didn't have to sacrifice her morals.
Yeah.
And I think that that's a really important message to send. So I don't think that people should go in purely like focusing on the friendship side so much that they're not enjoying the experience.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, don't do that, because don't be like, oh, well, this person spoke to this person 3 weeks ago, so because he spoke to my friend, I'm not, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Explore your connections, but yeah, don't lead with the friendship thing.
Yeah.
Because
100% don't lead. I think it is also important. It's important to have that friendship. I think with the girls, the baddies, they were open to, they didn't exclude anyone else. So even if they didn't have like as much friendships across the villa, it's because they chose not to be friends, but they wasn't excluded. And I think the gang that was just excluding anyone from being recruited in their clique, it goes to show you can't go far. Go far with that. But yeah, good luck to you guys.
I know.
Good luck to you're outside now with Dijon.
I know, exactly.
Dijon,
like, do you think she must have heard by now? Because I don't know what you guys think, if it's a sackable offence, but my brother can't call my sister Miss Trunchbull and I'm staying with you.
Yeah, that part.
But I feel like she will overlook that, because I think the brother will apologise profusely and be like, no, I didn't mean it. He's deleted it now, but obviously it's everywhere. But I think that's kind of mad.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I feel
they're
like
boyfriend and girlfriend now.
boyfriend and girlfriend. That is the answer to everything. That is the cure to all world problems.
But I do want to say though, Cash almost lost me for a
thank
second.
God we had 2 more days.
You know, Cash, you almost, if this was continuing, then I don't know how far he would have gone. But I didn't really like the way that my man from East London is sitting with the ops.
Exactly. Doing up
listening to the ops talking about his girl, his babes, and doing up fence and not even standing beside me or for me behind my back. Cash, I can't lie, you're a sweetheart. So
that was weird. But even when he was like, he looked in Tony's face and said, I don't know, they like me.
Yeah.
Is he mad?
Like that was crazy. But that was crazy to me, because like you're a man.
Yeah.
Stand on something.
Well, you might know, but you know me, like I like to take the theories across the street and over to the other side of the street. But I just think that like he still has resentment for what happened with Harrison.
100%.
And so when things like that happen and men forgive you, like I think men but don't really have forgiving spirits naturally.
Yeah.
Especially when it's like a public flogging.
Yeah. And then he's crying on TV.
And then exactly, because she's drawn him out completely.
Yeah.
He's crying, he's doing all of that. So I think that behavior, and it's not consciously, by the way, because I don't know that he would do that consciously. Do you know what I mean? But it's subconscious. I feel like these things like that you see these things like play out, but not on purpose. But I think there's still resentment there. And he was just like, well, boy, I'm not going to back you.
Because he resents what Tony did to him, he kind of has this enjoyment of letting you know that these people like me and not you.
No, I feel like he's holding back from a proper like going all in and defend. Like, this is my girl, I'm going to defend her. You're disrespecting her. Whereas look at Dijon.
Yeah, but it's not about this is my girl, I'm going to defend her. Sometimes it's just, it could even be your friends. Like these lot are just sitting here talking about someone that is meant to be the closest person to you right now in the villa. Yeah. And you're just like, like but with the fairies, like.
But I genuinely think if it was his friend in like everyday life, he would have their back.
Because he stood on business. We've seen that he's a man of integrity. So I don't know why the integrity slipped. And my only theory is because he's thinking, you know, I'm not going to go full steam ahead with you. I'm not going to give you all of me and all of this. Like, you know, I'm not going to back you wholeheartedly.
I don't like that. If you choosing to be with me, then choose to be with me and don't be doing all of that.
And if you forgive me and we've moved on, then you have to truly let it go. But I think because it was like a public thing, I think he's still like low-key harboring something. Because that was mad. Because we've seen, it's not like he's been inconsistent. We've seen you consistently stand on business. We've seen you
But what business has he stood on?
No,
his own business.
Cash stood on business. Like he's definitely stood for what's right.
I ain't seen him do no standing other than dance moves. What are you talking about?
What did he do in the beginning? I feel like there were things I was like, no, he's actually a stand-up guy.
He's a lovely guy, but I don't know about standing on business.
No, there were certain things that he did that made me think, I can't fucking remember what they are.
They must have been small then if you can't remember. You remember everything.
I know, that's actually true. I'll be like, talking to you and I'll be like, oh yeah, that person died, and she'll be like, oh my god, for God's sake. Just like random fact. But yeah,
I haven't seen him stand on no business.
I can't remember exactly what he did, but I just remember thinking like he's a stand-up guy, and I can't remember.
But isn't it against like wasn't it? I think you're talking about the Harrison situation.
Yeah, maybe it was that, the way he's kind of checked.
The way he kind of like, it might not have been like he stood on business, but the way he kind of approached it, and he stood for something, and he was like, listen, like I'm like I don't know if it's like he actually had someone's back per se.
Yeah, but it was more.
But he was
like
more like the way he approached like the maturity versus like throwing his toys out of the pram. Like he was very like emotionally intelligent. Like he just kind of.
I need to remember what you're talking about because I don't remember what you're talking about. Yeah, I think
it was the Harrison situation and just how he handled all
of
that.
But this is the thing, because it was against him. It was his ego. He needed to stand on business. He's not standing on business for anyone else. The Harrison thing was making him look silly. So of course, he's going to have his backup. That's his image.
Yeah, but he did it in a way that wasn't like he wasn't like...
No, I remember when he stood up for Tony. I remember. So do you remember when... oh my God, my brain is so fried today because it was just at the forefront of my head and now it's gone. But no, he bats Tony in something. He bats Tony early doors.
Because even when Ben was there, he wasn't saying anything.
It was literally at the forefront of my frontal lobe. It was at my frontal lobe and now it's gone. But he stood up for Tony in the beginning. Like he definitely stood up for her in a way. And I thought, yeah, okay. I like you. But I can't remember what it was.
Well, Cash, we just hope that outside, you know... we just make sure that we're not standing on
don't
fences.
Do that again, because thank God the show was wrapping up, because he definitely would have carried on and then the tide would have changed on how we perceived him, and that would have been a real shame because I feel like he had been consistent. Yeah. So we shall see. But then, I feel like in terms of the order, it was the right, everything was just perfect. It was the perfect
beautiful. It was
finale.
So beautiful.
So perfect. It was Yasmin and Jamie, Harry and Shakira, and then our winners Cash and Tony.
And having Harrison and Lauren sitting there right front seats to see this beautiful events happening.
Lauren, is it Lauren?
Yeah. Lauren and Harrison are fucking weird.
Weird.
He's so
having
obsessed
Dijon
with Tony.
there
But also,
to
guys,
view
sorry,
this.
in terms of that final order, I'm so glad, number one, Harry did not touch that amount of money. Number two, I didn't want him to be rewarded for his like wayward behavior.
Yeah.
But I actually wanted like Yaz and Jamie to win.
I did really,
you?
out of all of them, I wanted Yaz. I mean, I was happy with whoever at that point.
Big three.
But
cool.
if I had to choose, for me, it would have been Yaz and Jamie.
Yeah.
I
Is that
think
because they had no problems?
I just felt like they had, for me, they had the best chemistry.
Yeah.
They didn't really have any problems, but they could have had problems. Like, imagine if Meg saw Dijon on the kissing challenge grabbing up everyone's ass. That would have been 3 episodes of problems.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, that would.
Do you know what I mean?
100%,
Like, so they
yeah.
they are quite emotionally mature in the way that they handle these sort of issues. I kind of like the vibes. I like the way they balanced each other, and I don't think there's anything that, you know, Jamie has done that's pissed me off as a man.
Oh, I just remembered what Cash did.
What did he do?
So basically, do you remember when everyone was flogging Tony?
Yeah.
And then Cash had her back, and then he checked her privately.
Yeah, he
And
did.
then he
Oh,
was
yeah.
just like, "Nah, do you know what? You know, XYZ. But in future, this is how I like to move." But he could have, because everyone was piling on her, and he could have. It just came to me. Sorry, as you were. We got there in the end. See, I'm getting older.
Let's keep that energy
as we
because
were.
that's what got you the votes of favorite
Yeah,
guy.
but also it's basic, so we shouldn't be rewarding.
Yeah,
women.
I also
That's
think
not-
the way, like with Love Island, what really grinds my gears is like, oh, we haven't had a test. It's like, it's not high school, it's not GCSEs, you don't need a test.
Or we have had a test that
Yeah.
makes us stronger. It's like,
What I liked about Yaz and Jamie was like the way like their conflict resolution skills, like they kind of like, they weren't like screaming and shouting and the silent treatment. It was kind of like, okay, what's the issue? Let's address it. Let's work through it. Versus the other couples kept banging on about tests.
yeah. It's all deflection.
I
that
also
Yeah.
think that Jamie is highly sexually attracted to Yaz, and I love to
he
see
definitely
it.
is. Like when
Like,
he
I
said
think
that
with
question
the
about
rest
her
of them,
back.
they're sort of kind of like, except Helena, but with the rest of them, they sort of kind of all had to kind of grow that
Do
a
you think they
little
all
bit.
had sex in there?
100%.
Yeah,
all of
they're
them.
Audrey,
banging
did
in
you not see
there.
the sheets?
I know. I
Did you
know.
see Megan Dijon?
I know
banging.
Megan Dijon definitely were, because them sheets was moving.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure about the others.
I don't know if all of them, but
Yeah,
they're
but they were
definitely
definitely doing
banging.
bits or
They're
whatever.
doing
That's
bits
mental.
in
Do you
there.
remember when they used to talk in those riddles on the terrace?
I know
and
they don't
like,
do that anymore.
yeah,
They'll be like football, like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, did he get it in the back of the net? And it was
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely hitting. But it was just every time I watch them, I'm like, oh,
I
look
know.
at these
I think if
two.
I was on Love Island, I don't think I would have sex on TV. Not because I'm a prude, but because I can't put in my best work.
I hear
Under,
that.
like, do
And
you
you
know
know
what
the
I mean? Like,
cameras
being,
up there?
yeah, with the, like being under the sheets and like, no, I need to be free.
in a room full of
I'd
other
be
people,
so
and also like
excited.
your parents and your family are gonna watch
Are
that.
watching this.
I
That
can't.
part, I mean, that part, yeah, that's the most important part.
That's
My
the
family's gonna see.
craziest part.
And
It's
then
like,
I
you
can't show my
know.
skills.
Because hold on, talking about Lauren and Harrison, like they did it a few times.
Yeah,
They did it in the
Helena.
casa.
They didn't even
Helena
care.
handed him the
But
condom.
guys, oh my god, did you see this tea on TikTok?
No.
What?
Okay, so basically there was some tea, that basically saying that Lauren had allegedly, this is all alleged, had already slept with one of the other islanders.
I did hear that.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
And apparently, what they have like some sort of test run or something
Yeah.
of Casa Amor, and they let like the bombshells, the Casa Amor bombshells, like stay in a house together. Like do like some sort of chemistry test, and allegedly Ty and Lauren got it on.
Yeah, I did hear that.
Who's Ty?
The one that was
Exactly.
with
The one that was with,
Homegirl,
and I'm sorry, why did
Angelique.
Oh, yeah.
why did Giorgio say her full government?
He's like, the couple I want to evict to
Giorgio
Angelique.
is
Why did he
messy.
say Angelique? I was like, where's
Giorgio
Angelica?
is
Who's
messy.
that?
He was trying to prove a point.
No, why did he say her government? I was because I forgot her name. She did say
Angelique did something to his homeboy. I don't
But-
care
Yeah.
what anyone
Yeah,
says.
Angelique is giving very ethnic. I love that for her. But I was like, where Angelique at? I was like, who's that? And then I was like,
Yeah.
oh, like Giorgio, you're so damn messy for
Giorgio,
that.
because the way he voted them out, Angelique, what did
Yeah,
you do
he
to
definitely had.
Giorgio's friend?
He definitely had some sort of vendetta because that was too quick. Because he's also a very logical person, so he damn well knows. No, he voted them out, didn't he?
Yeah, he voted them out.
Yeah, he voted them out.
Yeah, so why did he do that? Because what's I'm saying, he's a very logical person. He's smart, so he knows Megan Dijon were the right people. So clearly there
Yeah,
was
so
some.
I
sort
think
of
he was
something.
getting his
hidden
lick back for his
agenda.
boy.
Yeah,
he's getting his lick
yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Mental, but yeah, the way Megan Dijon got kicked out, I totally agree. I'm glad that they
loved
weren't
it.
prematurely evicted. not evicted, wrong show, dumped because they needed that humbling. It was
Yeah.
so beautiful to watch. It was like, it was so beautiful.
Wait, guys, are we wrapping up on Love Island now?
Love Island reunion should be
good.
filming soon.
They need to make it messier.
Let us
Like how they do Love and Hip Hop
know.
and shit.
We're more than happy to be there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Reporting live.
That part. If you want to invite us, we'll be there with bells on.
Yeah.
And we will definitely be talking about it as and when it happens. I hope it's juicy. I hope that they restructure it a little bit so that it's like Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, like it's spicier. I want to see chairs being thrown.
I don't just want to watch fucking
I don't
clips.
want to see
care.
Blue. If Blue is there, we are there.
Yeah,
please.
Blue's
I wanna,
very
like,
messy.
Flog Meg Small in person kind of thing. Like, let's
and
have
ask
it face to
questions. Put them
just
out
be
there.
like, yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully they restructure the reunion. So every time I've watched the Love Island reunion, it's not been juicy. I'm just like, it's just giving
I normally skip through it.
same. It's usually just giving, we're gonna, like, you know, like on the Saturday episodes where it's just like, what happened? Like, it's
I don't
just
like
not
that.
giving.
I want
them to sit on a stage and fight.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
and
But
duke
Love
it
is
out.
Blind is coming
I
soon,
know, I can't
girlies. Love
Just
is
one door closes,
Blind.
another one opens.
The
I
only thing I was
love Love
thinking,
is
like, so you know
Blind.
how last week you were saying like they approached you?
Mm-hmm.
I think for the purpose of this podcast, for like proper insight into the process, I think you should go on next season.
Yeah, so that you can be infiltrate.
Yeah.
You know I can't go next
Oh
season,
yeah, she
girl.
can't.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
she
fine.
Can't. Yeah, no, that wouldn't go down well.
Never mind. Just go through the process for bands, for the vibes.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I've been approached twice, and Maths.
Oh wow.
Maths a few times.
Maths
to
is
be
mad,
fair.
though.
They be DMing me all the time, and they be making sure that I know it's not really a real marriage, and I'm just like, no.
But still,
But
I can't wait for fucking.
there
Maths
was a
to come
point
back.
where I was kind of like should I? Not Maths. Love is Blind.
Yeah, I feel like Love is Blind because
But I don't need
there's
to
levels to
anymore.
reality
Yeah, it's like an
shows.
elevated
And I
Maths.
feel like it's definitely up there, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
it's
And it
definitely
was the
like
first
more
UK
high
season,
end.
so it kind of
Yeah.
I'm excited for the UK one because I just like UK version of everything. It just feels closer to home. But
I'm weird. I just like US versions
Really?
of everything.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
not
like
really
UK
a
version of Housewives.
Yeah.
oh no, I don't know about that. I don't even know why. And the fact that Bravo are making it very clear they got fuck all to do with it
Yeah.
is so telling. Which is like, but yeah,
I will not be watching Real Housewives of.
London.
Is it London or
yeah.
UK? London.
London.
Yeah, no.
I might sneak a peek at episode 1
Nah, man.
just for bants, you know, just
There's
to see.
better shows for you to watch.
Yeah, there's actually very true.
There's
actually,
better shows. If
that's
you want to
actually
waste
very
your
true.
time, waste your time on The Perfect Match.
I don't
Okay,
think
I've-
that's that good.
I've
I'm
never watched The
sorry.
Perfect
I
Match.
just, do you know what it is? I'm so entertained by, like game show, but love game shows.
Yeah.
So like competitions
Yeah,
with
yeah,
each
yeah.
other. So I like that, and I like the Perfect Match because of it is old cast members of other shows.
So you know that they're good personalities.
Yeah, and they can break the fourth wall. They're just so unhinged.
They
like
can?
they're just so
Interesting.
unhinged because they know like we're all here just for extra
Yeah.
15 minutes of
They know what they're here
Yeah.
for. But that's kind of like why I tapped out of Too Hot to Handle. I don't know. I think
Too Hot to Handle is too much, man.
Yeah, Too
but
Hot to
also
Handle
watch
is a
Perfect
bit-
Match, see what you think. At first I was like, what is going on? And
Yeah.
then I just couldn't. But people are telling me just skip to the AD and Ollie parts, like just fast forward
Yeah. And I think
really?
I like this season just because of like the cast. Like they've got Scott, they've got the Bachelor lot in there
Yeah.
this time. Obviously Netflix wants to remind us every 5 minutes that AD and Ollie are together.
They're really like the breakout stars, aren't they?
Yeah.
Which is so mad that
Netflix
they're.
are announcing everything. Like they are filming the birth. I predict
They're filming the birth.
I'm
Yeah,
predicting
Oh,
they
okay,
are,
yeah, probably.
yeah.
I'm
actually.
predicting that Netflix is going to do some form of show or whatever
them.
with the birth.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll
They
be like
should
Fern
get a bag.
McCann.
Because
Remember like
wasn't
First
it
Time Mum?
Netflix that announced the engagement?
Oh,
It wasn't
really?
Netflix.
Didn't they drop
don't
the
know.
I don't know.
engagement when it came to like the Perfect Match trailer or announcing the
That's
new
what I'm
season
saying.
or
It's
something?
all Netflix.
Yeah, I know AD's very much in there with Netflix because she hosts. I think she hosts the Love Is Blind
But
podcast.
it's not a thing where it's like, I don't know, if who just got engaged from Love Island, for example?
Oh,
Uma-
so
Uma.
now-
Uma.
Oh, Umar and what's
It's
his
not
name?
Love Island.
Will.
It's
Will.
not Love Island like this content belongs to Love Island and they're the ones who are announcing the do you know what I mean? That's your personal business.
Yeah.
Everything that Ollie and AD are
Yeah,
doing.
it's very much
Netflix is telling
affiliated.
us.
Yeah. Yeah, I think because she's getting a Netflix.
It's
They're getting a
getting a bit
Netflix bag.
weird.
Yeah.
So I probably would do the same because I know that AD's very much in there because even when she did that interview with the other lady that was on Love Is Blind and she married that guy that had the sperm donor children and stuff like that.
Yeah. What is her name?
Not Siobhan. What was her name?
Siobhan.
I don't know where I got the Siobhan from.
Ashley
and the other guy. Yeah, AD's very, very in there with Netflix, and I'm not mad at it because at the end of the day, I'm sure that's a very hefty, nice check.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
The timing.
I wish we didn't know that. Why, if they knew Perfect Match with their season was coming on, why do we know everything?
Why didn't they fast forward it?
Yeah,
before
exactly. I feel like what's the point
because
in bringing it out
they
now?
filmed this last year.
But do you remember,
They
like,
needed
people were
to
saying, I've
get
seen
that out.
AD and Ollie in London, and I was like, I remember
Yeah,
seeing
because
tweets
I remember
and being
this.
like,
I
what is
remember
going
this.
on?
They filmed
Random.
this last year, but I'm really just confused because you guys need to just watch it because I'm just going to be talking. Guys, if you watch Perfect Match in the comments, let me know, and I'm more than happy to have this conversation.
Yeah, Izzy will talk to you.
I will
because
talk to you.
Feven knows I have not seen it at all. I'm just even gagged that it's the AD and Ollie thing.
I need to discuss this. I need to discuss the timeline. It just feels so weird to me. This was filmed last year before summer, allegedly, right? Perfect Match. They announced
Their engagement not long after, right?
this is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I feel like they've been engaged
but
for a
Love
minute,
is
so.
Blind reunion when Ollie was hinting that
He was with that other music manager.
was
Yeah.
around. I don't know. The timing just seems a bit
Yeah, I see what you're
weird.
saying.
And then also in the podcast, didn't he say that he noticed her through because she was liking his stories or something or viewing his stories, and that's how
Men talk too much.
recognized
Yeah.
her. AD. So
He's chatting shit. I know he watched her season.
Of course he did.
Remember,
Yeah.
okay, body.
Yeah.
yeah. No, I think he did because he was
That
like,
is a
I've got
mad
a
compliment to
confession.
get on
I've got
your
a
wedding
confession.
day.
Like I've known that you've been watching my stories or whatever. But then it's like
So this was prior to them going on Perfect Match.
right.
It's giving sketchy.
Yeah. It's giving pre-planned. It's giving we were talking in the
Yeah.
DMs before the
And
show.
then we
But
told
damn, they got
Netflix,
pregnant.
put us on a show together. We'll make it look like we fell in love through Netflix.
Yeah.
show.
And we both get a check and love at the end of it.
I hear it, girl.
If they genuinely
your
like each
money.
other, then cool. But clearly they like each other enough to be fucking and for her to be pregnant. So
What does that mean? Men
I mean,
will,
yeah, that's actually true. Men fuck holes in walls. So men fuck dead bodies.
Yeah, they do.
men
so-
will get you pregnant
A hole
and
is
not
a
like
hole.
you.
Yeah, that's actually very, very
Some
true.
men. Disclaimer.
Exactly. Some, not all.
Not all.
I've changed my mind.
Do you know what
About
Marisol
men.
said? What's good for the soul is it? What's good for the
This-
whole
Oh,
is
it's good for the soul. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was actually such a bar.
That was a
Yeah.
bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm excited to see the new Love is Blind.
I can't wait to watch Love is Blind. I'm so gassed because I feel like collectively, no one watched the last season of American Love is Blind. No one.
I did, and
I
but,
did.
but it was
Like, did
boring.
you?
It
You
was
watched the whole
dead.
thing?
Oh no, not the whole thing. I was getting bored.
I
can't lie.
didn't even because I saw no one talking about it. Usually when
dead.
Love is Blind is on, the timeline is hot. There's like it takes up
Yeah,
all
it
of
was
my
a bit
thingy.
boring.
I didn't see none of that, so I forgot it was on. I didn't even know it was on, and then everybody was doing commentary saying it was dead. So I didn't even watch nothing of that.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited for the UK version because I feel like the last UK version was really good.
Yeah, it was.
That was good. So I'm excited for it. So obviously we'll be debriefing it here.
And they've got a nice variation of cast.
Yeah, they said
Yeah.
diversity here to stay.
yeah,
Yeah.
We're
I,
gonna do
I
it
love
right.
that for us. I love that for us.
You know, the men. I'm glad that I didn't.
Oh,
exactly.
You would have been
on
I
the
was going
wrong
to ask you
season.
that. I was going to say something. But I thought, let me not because I don't know who's had her type. But I was like looking at the men. I was like, I think
I mean,
it's a
I
good
wouldn't
thing you
even have
didn't.
known. The whole
Yeah,
point
you
is
wouldn't have
behind a
known.
wall.
Like,
Can you imagine when the door opens and you
Because
see?
a friend of mine was like literally pushing for me to do it. And I was like, no. And they were just like, yeah, because you have to kind of, you know, stay away from this is what's happening. You're getting the ick because you're going for like specific type.
I'd be the opposite, you know, because for me, love is not blind. Sorry.
I can't lie, yeah.
Love
If you're
needs,
sitting,
like-
if you're
Love needs to
sitting
be in
behind a
4K.
Yeah,
wall and you're talking
honestly.
to me, I can already hear if you're my type,
Yeah.
I can hear it.
I need to know what you look like. I cannot progress any further if I like, because the thing is, I'm the kind of person that if I'm not attracted to you off the rip, then we're just gonna be friends. Like we can have all. I just feel like, listen, I'm one of those people. I just don't feel like things like that work on me.
Yeah.
Like I could be. Do you remember back in the day there was that famous hypnotist called Paul McKenna?
Yeah.
And he used to have a whole show. You know, I know that there were certain pastors that claim that they can make you speak in tongue. I'm that person that will just be standing there like.
Yeah.
Nothing would work. So I don't care what your story is. I don't care about your brothers and sisters and all of that. I'm not going, if I see you and I don't like you, I'll be like, oh, what's up, old buddy, old pal?
No,
straight
100%.
away.
I think I would be the type that would definitely fall in love behind the wall. But as soon as I see you, the love is gone.
Yeah.
The love is, see how quick it will take me to walk up that aisle to meet. That's how quick the love will be gone.
My face is very expressive.
And then I have to deal with this for the whole show, and the whole of UK will hate me because of the way that I'm acting. Like, it wasn't making sense for me to go on a show like this.
No, guys, for me, I would just walk off and be like, no, I can't do this. Sorry, I might
like that
drop.
little blonde lady on the last Good American one that they had.
Yeah.
Do you remember her?
They went to
even
Mexico.
and he was a whole ass billionaire. No, the one that was a billionaire, they didn't even make it to the thing.
But Audrey, do you remember they were on the sofa and they looked awkward, and then they went to Miami. Like, it kind of had like some text on the screen. It was like they went to Miami.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
like
they
she
went
just
to
ditched
Miami.
him afterwards. But you knew on the sofa she was not feeling him whatsoever. Like, not even the money could make her feel him.
Exactly.
Like, that's
And
a
then
lot.
also, part of it as well is a little bit of like ego. Because if I'm dating, say we're dating the same guy, maybe for ego, I don't know if this sounds toxic yet.
Say it.
But for ego purposes, like, I think I'm just going to keep going for the guy because I want to be the
You
one.
want to win.
Yeah.
So it's not about him, you just want to win.
Do you know what I mean? So I think it'll be like a subconscious thing that I'm just going for it because if everyone likes you, something must be
yeah,
like.
maybe
You're going to be
there's
like
something
that girl
wrong
that
with
was
me.
like, you're going to need an EpiPen when you see
Yeah,
me.
she did
Yeah.
not lie. bro.
Like, I'm just gonna be like,
yeah.
you know what? Yeah, people like you, so there must be something.
Yeah.
And now, like, I don't want to be the one rejected out of the crew. Like, so I'm gonna have to just keep going. But am I really in love with you? I don't know. There's just so many elements to the show that would have made me just be. You lot would have been sitting on the sofa vlogging me.
We definitely would have.
Yeah. Because I would be like, I'd come out. I was like, I don't even know if I liked you. I just wanted to win.
Yeah.
It's giving you would have been like Huda.
Yeah.
No, but Chris was fine.
Who's Chris?
No, I don't think he was. The
What?
basketball player that's
Chris,
like...
out of all the guys in
Wait,
there, Chris
is he the
was
one that's on
fine.
this
No.
perfect match and he's with Huda
No,
now?
this is on Love Island.
Love Island.
Chris is
Chris
the basketball
Hoodie's
player.
match
I
from
don't know
Casa
who.
Amor.
Oh, I never got that far.
Oh,
I
okay,
just
yeah.
know she still likes Jeremiah where I'm at.
No, girl.
Is his name
Please.
Jeremiah?
Jeremiah's long gone.
Yeah.
That's his name, right?
Yeah.
He was fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
No.
about.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
He was pretty,
He was
but-
really
like-
good looking, but cringe, like
Yeah.
no
No.
sauce.
Like,
I
with
think
no-
Chris
like-
was the best looking guy in that whole villa.
Oh shit! Sorry, my foot agrees clearly.
You were like
My
Chris.
foot couldn't control
I
itself.
thought Jeremiah was nice, but like when he doesn't talk.
Yeah, he was giving dim, wasn't he?
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Jeremiah's
I need to
not.
Google
Chris
Chris.
is
Let me
giving failed
Google him
basketball
now.
player.
He was a
overseas
failed.
yeah.
He was.
Probably plays in like Turkey.
But I
or
just
Spain.
meant in like he was tall, dark, bearded. Do you know what I mean? Like masculine.
But not masculine enough to like he wouldn't carry her. Remember that was so funny. And she's like, carry me.
Is it this guy?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bad. You know you can't judge by press photos. Just watch him on the thing. Look
Yeah.
how they did the Love Is Blind cast on the.
Is this him? Is this the same person?
No, that's a different guy.
Oh, it literally says JD there. My bad. Okay. Yeah, I can see the potentials.
He was definitely the best one in that.
I can see the potentials.
And I can imagine, like, remember, Love Island, that's your world. That's it. That's
Yeah,
every
yeah,
single
yeah,
human being
yeah.
in our planet. That's it. So of course he's going to be the finest man in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
But anyways, girls.
I know.
We've been yapping like yappers.
We've been
once
yapping
again.
like yappers, but yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. But thank you everybody. I hope you enjoyed our discussions. We so we covered Miami. We did a deep dive into Love Island and our thoughts on that, and obviously we've teased that things that we're gonna be like talking about later on as they progress. So yeah, very exciting times ahead. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you for watching episode 1, all the engagement. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you, ladies. You were absolutely amazing. We will be back, so make sure that you stay tuned and take care.